Inside these walls, survival is the only rule. These are not just prisons, they are war zones where inmates rule and violence is a way of life. From the favelas of Colombia to the bustling streets of Manila, from the romantic allure of Paris to the heart of Africa, we're about to journey into the belly of the beast. These are some of the most dangerous penitentiaries in the world, places where the iron fist of the law struggles to maintain even a semblance of control. What makes these prisons so terrifying? Is it the sheer brutality, the constant threat of violence, or the despair that hangs in the air like a thick fog? And how do the inmates, stripped of their freedom and often their humanity, manage to survive in these concrete jungles? That's what we're here to find out. Welcome to a world where the law has no power, where only the strong survive. Welcome to the world's most dangerous prisons. Our first stop takes us to Bogotá, Colombia, home to La Modelo prison. La Modelo is notorious for being run by gangs. Forget Hollywood, this is real life, and in La Modelo, the line between guards and inmates is as blurry as a drunk's vision. Guards often turn a blind eye to power struggles, drug trafficking, and violence. Imagine living in a concrete jungle where respect is earned through brutality and every day could be your last. La Modelo is a tinderbox of simmering tensions, fueled by overcrowding, rival gangs, and a flow of contraband. Amidst the chaos, there's a twisted sense of social order. Inmates form their own hierarchies, codes of conduct, and systems of justice. It's a microcosm of Colombia's wider struggles with poverty, inequality, and the drug trade. Next, we find ourselves in the Philippines, at the new Bilibid prison. Bilibid takes prison hierarchy to a whole new level. Inside these walls, money talks. It buys you influence, protection, and even a semblance of a normal life. Inmates have flat-screen TVs, karaoke bars, and drug dens, all operating with the tacit approval of corrupt officials. Those without means are left to fend for themselves in a dog-eat-dog world. Corruption is rife within the Philippine prison system, and Bilibid is no exception. Gangs operate with impunity, their influence extending beyond the prison walls. In Bilibid, survival is a daily hustle, a constant negotiation between maintaining dignity and succumbing to corruption. It's a stark reminder that the line between victim and perpetrator can be razor thin. Chapter 3, Fleury-Mérogis, European Nightmare. From the chaos of the Philippines we travel to France, a country known for its sophistication, its culture, its croissants. But beneath the veneer of refinement lies a darker reality, one embodied in Fleury-Mérogis prison, the largest prison in Europe, and a breeding ground for radicalization and violence. Fleury-Mérogis is a melting pot of hardened criminals, petty thieves, and increasingly radicalized individuals, all crammed together in a facility bursting at the seams. Overcrowding is a chronic problem at Fleury-Mérogis. Imagine sharing a cell designed for 2, maybe 3 people, with 5, 6, sometimes even 7 other inmates. The air is thick with tension, the noise deafening, the stench almost unbearable. Gangs rule the roost within Fleury-Mérogis, controlling everything from drug trafficking to protection rackets. The prison has become a fertile recruiting ground for extremist groups. The French government has implemented various programs aimed at rehabilitation, but these initiatives are often understaffed and underfunded. Fleury-Mérogis serves as a stark warning of the dangers of neglecting the social and economic factors that contribute to crime and extremism. Chapter 4, Black Beach, Where Hope Goes to Die. Our next destination takes us to the island nation of Equatorial Guinea, to a place shrouded in secrecy and fear. This is Black Beach Prison, a place where the very notion of human rights seems to vanish into the humid African air. It's the kind of place that gets under your skin, that stays with you long after you've left its crumbling walls behind. It's the stuff of nightmares, a place where torture is commonplace, where starvation is a tool of control, and where death is a constant companion. Prisoners are crammed into dark, fetid cells, often with little to no access to sunlight, fresh air, or even basic sanitation. Diseases run rampant, medical care is virtually non-existent, and the guards are not known for their compassion. Stories of brutality leak out from Black Beach like blood from a wound. Human rights organizations have condemned the conditions at Black Beach, calling for its closure and for the prosecution of those responsible for the abuses. But the government of Equatorial Guinea remains defiant, denying any wrongdoing and maintaining a veil of secrecy over the prison. Chapter 5, Carandiru, Anatomy of a Massacre. Our final stop takes us to Brazil, known for its vibrant culture and notorious prison system. Sao Paulo's Carandiru Penitentiary is infamous for one of the deadliest prison massacres. On October 2, 1992, a riot left 111 inmates dead. The riot was allegedly sparked by gang fights, but many blame inhumane conditions. The massacre exposed the dark side of Brazil's prison system. It highlighted corruption, violence, and disregard for human rights. Calls for justice and reform followed. Carandiru was demolished in 2002, but its legacy endures. It forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about justice. From the gang-controlled chaos of La Modelo to the money-driven hierarchy of New Bilibid, from the radicalized halls of Fleury Mérogis to the unspeakable horrors of Black Beach, from the blood-soaked floors of Carandiru to countless other prisons around the world, one thing is clear: these are not just places of confinement, they are microcosms of our societies, reflecting our deepest fears, our failings, and our enduring capacity for inhumanity. These prisons are stark reminders that justice is often a luxury, afforded to the privileged few while the rest are left to languish in a system that seems designed to break them rather than rehabilitate them. Overcrowding, corruption, violence. These are not just problems confined to prison walls, they are symptoms of a deeper malaise, a failure to address the root causes of crime and inequality. The question remains, can these prisons ever be reformed? Can we break the cycle of violence and despair that permeates these institutions? Or are they destined to remain hell on earth, a testament to our collective failure to uphold the basic dignity of all human beings? These prisons are proof that justice systems around the world are deeply flawed. If you found this documentary insightful, make sure to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to Earth's Traveler for more deep dive explorations of the world's most extreme locations.